Hello to everyone out there and welcome back to my channel. Today is the third video that I do out of the 31 Days of Witchcraft challenge or tag by Heather Carter. I will have a link to her video where she explains the tag and has also all of the 31 topics or questions in the video description down below. So if you're interested in seeing, yeah, more of that challenge, more of the tags, you can hop over there. And yeah, I have decided to do some of them. I have done two already. The first one was the video about animal spirit work, and the second one was the video about fantasy creatures and my beliefs about them. And today's topic is, do you use herbs or crystals in your personal practice? If so, which are your faves and why? So of course I use crystals. I mean, my channel name is Crystal Spirit. My the whole spiritual journey for me started with crystals, with collecting crystals, with getting to know their energies, getting to know, um, yeah, energy work and healing work with energies and crystals and natural things. And also through them, getting to know the chakras, the energy centers, working with them, and all of that stuff. So that's what started my whole journey. And that was the first thing that I started with, working with crystals and collecting them. I do this now for 14, 15 years. I believe I started when I was in primary school. Now I'm 24. So it's a very long time, a very long journey. And yeah, I still enjoy it. I still love to work with them. I still collect them. Um, and my crystal collection is far from complete. So, of course, I work with them. What was hard for me was to choose favorites because, in terms of crystals, I don't really have a favorite crystal that I work with or that I use more often than others. I go through my crystal collection and see what calls to me at a specific point, what I feel drawn to, and work with that crystal for 1 week, 2 weeks, or for a month even, as long as I feel the need to work with that until I feel that something else calls to me or that I feel the work with this specific crystal is done and I want another crystal to work with. The same goes with those crystal energy ones that I have up here. So there is not any crystal that I work with more often than others, I think, because I will regularly change them out, and it just depends on the situation that I am in, my mood that I'm in, and what feels right in terms of specific goals that I want to reach, specific things that I want to change or want to tap more into, or that I have a feeling that I need more energetic help with. And sometimes just what I feel drawn to. So that is that in general. But I have put out here these three. With these two, I thought back to basics because I think for a beginner or two of the crystals that are absolutely must have in any crystal collection because of their basic energy. The first one is clear quartz. Clear quartz is a beautiful stone, amazing to look at. quite easy to get your hands on, also an affordable stone. Um, and it comes in all different sizes, shapes, whatever feels right to you. And it's just really the basic of crystal energy work because clear quartz fits for all. It helps you to clear out your energy, to free yourself from negative energies, to get clarity in your head. It focuses your energy, it gives you an energy booster. um, it boosts the energy of other crystals when you work with a specific crystal and you combine that with the clear quartz piece as well. It will strengthen the energy of that crystal. Um, so it's good for all chakras. So it's really the all-rounder. And I think, yeah, the base. Whenever you don't have a clue which crystal you want to work with or which crystal will help you with a specific problem, or you don't have a specific crystal in your collection, um, use clear quartz. It helps with nearly everything. Um, And the other crystal that I think is a base one is black tourmaline, because black tourmaline, and it's funny how these two are the complete opposites, black and white, light and dark. Um, but black tourmaline is a very grounding stone. It has really strong, intense energy. It's an absolute protector. It helps you set boundaries. It clears out negative energies as well. Um, yeah, and it protects you from negative energies, from challenging energies. Um, and an absolutely amazing stone. I have talked about my experience with working with black tourmaline in the last two crystal portrait videos on my channel. Um, where these crystal reflection videos on my channel for the month of April and for the month of March, because I really felt the need to ground myself, to protect myself, to set boundaries and all of that stuff. And it was a really nice experience with working with black tourmaline. That's why I also worked with it for 2 months in a row instead of just one. I will have a link to those crystal reflection videos probably in the video description or in the cards, if you're interested in seeing most of them. So these two are the basis for me. These are the stable foundation that you need to have in your collection and that always work. I have also my hematite ring up here, which I will always wear when I leave the house. I have really strong bond with this specific ring. Um, yeah, and hematite is also quite good stone. For everything. I will have a link. I've talked about my experience with hematite and especially with this ring and a special um, happening that went down when I didn't wear that ring. So I will have a link to that crystal reflection. I think it was the first crystal reflection where I talked about or my five faves of the my five crystal faves of the year 2019. I will have a look at that and will have a link to that video where I talk about my personal hematite ring as well in the video description. Also a base crystal that I will work with, that I will use instead of sage. Sage is used by a lot of yeah, a lot of people in our spiritual community for cleansing rooms, cleansing decks, etc. For me, I love to see that. I love to see the smoke that comes from that burning herb. And I would love to work with that, but I'm very sensible or sensitive in that terms, so I will quite easily get headaches, as well as we here in a apartment with, yeah, and that's just, which is not ours, so we have rent that apartment. And for me, the alternative for me is this right here. This is a crystal energy one that is completely filled with Himalayan crystal salt. And this has the same energy, the same effect, at least for me, as white sage is known for. It cleanses, it purifies, and it cleanses. It's also good to take a bath in, for your skin, for your body. And I will use this to cleanse my decks, to cleanse the spaces that I have worked in. So it's really, or even to cleanse my aura or my energetic body with. So that's also a base to work with, Himalayan crystal salt. And yeah, my energy ones that I will work with also, besides the natural or tumbled pieces of crystals. And I have talked about the experience with working with these energy ones also in my crystal reflection videos, where I will draw one energy wand intuitively and just see what comes up and work with that for 2 weeks and then change it out. So I work with two energy wands in 1 month, and I will talk about the experience with working with those and how I think why the reason behind why I chose that wand intuitively in the crystal reflection videos for each month. The only herb that I work with right now is lavender. And lavender is, I love the smell. It reminds me of my childhood, of the times where I was with my grandma, because she used to have these little pouches with lavender hanging on the top of her bed, because it really helps to calm your mind down, to calm you down, and to fall easily asleep. Um, and I really love that because of that remembrance, but also because of that calming down effect that is really needed for me, because I'm a person that is really up in her head all of the time, that really, yeah, thinks about a lot of stuff, and that it really gets easily in that anxiety mode. Um, So lavender is good for that, as well as lavender is good for like parasites. So for spiders and stuff, they don't like that smell. So another nice fact that I have found out quite recently, and that's good because I'm afraid of spiders. Um, Also chamomile. I love to drink chamomile tea, which is quite necessary because that is a tea that really helps with your, oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking. That is really calming as well, and really soothing and good for your belly and stuff, and for the guts, and for like, what are they called in English? I don't even know the German word right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it's really good for that, and that is one of the few teas that I'm able to drink. because all of the fruit teas and a lot of herb teas, um, I react not good, not very well to because of my chronic illness. But chamomile is one of the few that I'm able to drink, so that's also another herb that I work with. So, that was a long ramble about the use of herbs and crystals in my practice, in my spiritual practice. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was enjoyable, entertaining in some way or another, or at least a little bit helpful for some of you. Let me know down in the comments. Do you work with herbs or crystals? Which one do you use in your practice? Which ones are your favorite? And all of that stuff. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.